Hello, this is Annette from Nanny Bakes, and today I'm going to show you how to make these gorgeous little brownie bites that are totally keto and really seriously yummy. The first thing you're going to need is 3 cups of baking dates. You can use medjool dates, but the baking dates are cheaper and work just as well. You're going to need to cover them in hot water. I added some instant coffee to mine and let them soak for about 10 minutes. Then you're going to strain them off into a food processor or a large bowl. If you don't have a food processor, you can use a hand blender to do this as well. I then added in about 1/4 cup of the water that the dates had been sitting in and gave them a really good blitz for just under a minute until they were nicely blended and creamy. They end up looking a little bit like caramel sauce. So once you've done that, you are going to take 1 block of butter, that's 225 grams of salted butter, melt it, and then add it into your processor. On top of that, you are going to need a 1/2 cup of semi-sweet or dark chocolate chips. Pop those into the blender as well, or into your bowl. And you're going to need 4 medium-sized eggs. So I pop the chocolate chips in first so that I can then crack my eggs into the cup so you don't end up with any eggshell in your mix. And you'll see that the reason I do this is because on the next lot of eggs I actually drop the eggshell into the cup, and you don't want any eggshells in your brownie batter mix. So add those to your processor, and then you are going to add in a 1/4 cup of flour of your choice. Now I'm using my 1-to-1 keto flour. However, you could use almond flour, lupin flour, bamboo flour, or even plain flour if you wish, as it's only 1/4 cup and spread out over the brownie mix. It really doesn't add up to much. You're also going to add in a 1/4 cup of dark cocoa powder. I poured this into my little cup, but because it goes everywhere, I didn't fill it up to the top, and then I just added a little bit more just to make sure it was a 1/4 cup. So once you've done that, put the lid back on your processor or get your hand blender ready and give it a blitz for about 20 seconds, 15 seconds. Once you've done that first blend, then scrape down the sides of your bowl or your processor with a spatula, because the cocoa tends to stick to the edge of the bowl. So just make sure that that's mixed in, give it another quick blitz, and then it's done. It takes about 10 seconds for the next one, not very long at all. Then you're going to divide this mix into 2 lined 8 by 11 inch baking trays. If you want your brownies to be thicker, then just put them into one, but I like to make these nice and thin so they're just healthy bites. So I divide them out between 2. You have this beautiful, gorgeous mix. Pop it into the oven at 150 for 20 minutes, turn them halfway through, and then leave them to cool completely in the tray before you cut them up. Now, I decided I wanted to add chocolate ganache to mine, so I flipped my brownies over, had some chocolate ganache in the fridge, and I spread a very thin layer of ganache over both of the slabs of brownies before I cut them up. Once they're cut up, I got 48 pieces, inch-sized pieces, out of these brownies, and then I froze most of them and then kept some in the fridge for me to have when I want some. So here's the recipe and the method on how to make them, and I hope you've enjoyed watching my video. Thanks, bye.